Hey guys, welcome to the Salty Strikes Fishing Channel. I'm Chris, and today we got something a little different. We got some thunderstorms rolling in, so I'm keeping it off the water today. But I have been having a little bit of issues with my smaller lithium battery, and so I ordered a little bit bigger one, and I'm going to go into detail. I'm going to install that, and we're going to talk a little bit about lithium and the pros and cons, and you know, between lead acid or AGM, and we'll have a little discussion about that. And hopefully it'll help you out in making your decision. And we got this 36 volt Lithium Pro battery underneath the floor step in here in the head, and we're just gonna have to take that out, and then we'll find a way to make sure we install that new one. It is going to be a little bit of a challenge because this one is much bigger than the other one, but I think it'll fit in there. And then just disconnect the power. This is for the charging, and I'm just going to reuse the old same charging system. There we go. It's the Lithium Pro 36 volt 40 amp hour battery. And what I've done is I got this foam. It's like 1/2 inch. I may have to stack it, but just to put onto the space, because like I don't know how well this this cheaper lithium battery is going to hold up to the pounding of the chop. So maybe this will give it a little cushion and absorb some of that. Now to squeeze this new one in. The only problem I have now is that you know, when I'm going to put this back on, it's not going to be able to bolt back on. I'll have to find a new way to secure it, which I think I have an alternative. So we got these all buttoned up. This is the power. This goes to the trolling motor. This is charging from the online charging system, and this is from the external battery charger that I can plug in to the wall. So we'll send power to this thing, see what happens, and yep, got power. Well, I had these stainless steel brackets that I bought for another project, and they're just, I didn't wind up using them, so I think they're just going to come in handy for here. I'm just not going to bolt straight down, they're just going to bolt straight to the back. Voila! Now it's just going to go down. Here, we're going to probably put this battery cable on this side of it and just mount it just like that. Pretty secure right there. That line's out of the way. Oh, sorry, I didn't get that on film. I just drilled a hole, put a screw in that's holding that port in there. So it does take up a little more feet room, but I don't ever get down here. It's just for the, pretty much for the lady folk and the children. Well guys, it's still raining pretty hard here and it's making a lot of noise, so I don't know if you're going to hear this, but we're going to pick this back up back home, and we'll talk more about lithium and why I chose what I went to go with, why I swapped, and the pros and cons of each. So, and I'm still hearing a little bit of thunder. I was hoping that maybe the storms would pass and I would get to go fishing after I got this project done, but I think we're just going to have to wrap it up and go continue this back at the house where it's a little quieter, and you're gonna hear what I'm saying. All right guys, we're back at home, and yeah, it's still raining out there, so we're just gonna wrap this up with a few things we're gonna cover about lead acid and batteries. You know, how much space and weight do they, you know, money, what's the difference between the two, between lead acid and lithium battery, and you know, what's the pros and cons. So we're just going to start off real quick and talk about the weight savings. You can get one 36-volt battery. That Lithium Pro one is, I think, about maybe like 35 pounds or something like that. And 3 lead acid batteries, you're looking at 150 pounds. So you're saving over 100, you know, about 115 pounds of weight on your boat and space. I had that one battery in there sitting underneath that seat and hardly took up more space. But you could sit 3 batteries in there, but it's going to take up a lot more space. And that new battery that I did get, it does take up quite a bit more space, but it's like twice the amount of power. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. The other thing is the difference between lead acid and lithium battery, the way the power usage is. The lead acid, as soon as you start using the battery, the voltage starts dropping immediately, and it has a steep curve. And as soon as you get about half the energy in the lead acid battery, the voltage drops below unusable amount. So you can actually only use about half of the power in a lead acid battery. So, but the lithium battery, it keeps its voltage and has a very slow drop over the whole usage of it. So you can use almost all the amp hours in the battery until the very end, and then a quick drop off. So that's why you see like a lot of lithium batteries, like mine's only 40 amp hour, is basically equivalent to an 80 amp hour lead acid battery. And that's one of the main differences why lithium has become more efficient, is you can use the whole battery. Lead acid you can't. And if you go past 50%, a lot of times you can damage lead acid batteries. That's another thing, charging. You do have to have a special charger for lithium batteries, because they're not supposed to charge all the way up to 100%. Like lead acid batteries, they just crank them up and hold them there. The chargers do. Lithium batteries like to be charged up about 95% or so, and kind of stay there less than 100%, and just for the life of the battery. So you do have to buy a special charger for it. So if you already have like a lead acid charger, if you switch over to lithium batteries, you're probably gonna have to buy a new charger for it. And lithium batteries charge like 10 times faster than lead acid battery. So that's another thing you gotta factor in. If you do have an onboard charging system, even with the lead acid, you'd have to run that thing a long time to get that battery back up to speed. And basically the biggest factor here, to wrap it up, is price. Lithium batteries are quite more expensive than lead acid. You're looking for a good lead acid battery, you're looking at $200 to $300 per battery, and you need 3 12-volt batteries to get a 36-volt system. So you're looking at $600 to $900 for a good set of batteries. You can get cheaper ones. And for like the Lithium Pro battery that I have, that's 36-volt, 40 amp hours. That one was like $2,200. It was kind of pricey. But I kind of splurged because I, thought like, okay, this should last me a long time, because it's got like a 7-year warranty on it, and it's like full replacement. Lithium batteries have a lot longer lifespan than the lead acids. You're looking at 3-4 years out of a lead acid battery in Florida with the heat and everything. But those lithiums, even like the Dakota lithium batteries, they have like a 10-year warranty. So, it's just, hopefully I shouldn't have to change my lithium battery out for a very long time. I did change this one out because when I switched from the Motor Guide to the Minn Kota, the Minn Kota does seem to use a lot more power. So I basically, the new battery I have is a generic one, 36 volt, 80 amp hour. So that's the equivalent of a 160 amp hour lead acid battery. So it is quite a bit bigger. It's only a few more pounds, like maybe 5 more pounds than the Lithium Pro battery, but it has quite a bit more juice. It should last me a long time. It is kind of a generic brand. I'm not sure about the warranty on it, but that one was only like $1,100–1,200, and if it lasts me, 7–8 years, it's more than paid for itself versus the lead acid battery. And I get way more power out of it, and it charges way faster. So it's just things you got to factor in when you want to looking at that. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you know a little bit more about lithium and batteries and you want to leave that for other people to find out and read down in the comments below, leave that down there. I think that's probably going to wrap things up with this whole lithium situation. I will keep you guys informed about this generic one. I will leave a link below in case you want to purchase one or look at it. I'll leave links for the chargers and all the other things I use too down below in the description area. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope it helped you out. Make a decision which way you're going to lean. And thumbs up are greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. And until we see you again next time, stay salty, guys.